What is up, everybody? It is Monday night, which means it is cover two with your guy, Coach from the Coach's Huddle, and myself, Jesse, Last Second Sports. Coach, my man, how you doing tonight?
Testing your speakers in StreamYard. Sounds like they're working.
Hate that jingle, dude. That is such a the people on the other end of this don't know the struggle. I'll let
Have
you know
a great
right now.
show.
Gosh.
Dog, it's crazy. I'm doing good, man. It is scorching. I know anybody that's on the East Coast, but it's pretty much on planet Earth. It's freezing. I mean, it's boiling right now. So we made it through the day, started the week off strong, and let the dead period begin, brother. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's definitely dead period, but there is always fun things that you can do. This is the time of season when rankings come out and crazy theories come out. It's the best time. It is the best time because people have got things to talk about and make things up and whatever. Luckily, though, for us, there's some pretty cool websites out there that kind of make this easier for us. We did this last year with I sprung it on you one night, and I remember how mad you were at me when we did the quarterback rankings. You're like, dude, I wasn't prepared for this. I was like, all right, dude, I'm sorry. I didn't.
Especially with quarterbacks, bro. Come on.
But tonight we're going to do team rankings, and I think this is much more fun. And also, I haven't fully gone through this yet, but I've got a feeling that my thought of where I have the 49ers ranked in my head is going to be very different when they're pitted against another team face to face, and I have to make a choice like right there on the spot. I think that my decision making will eventually change these overall rankings. Luckily, I've got you by my side to keep me sane, and maybe you'll think the same thing. But Dave stops by and says, "What's good, guys? It snowed here yesterday.
Where are you?"
I got to be honest, Dave. I'm depressed for you. I
can't take the cold right now. Yeah, that's cruel and unusual. Where are you, Anchorage? Quebec? Like,
yeah, I don't. There's no way. There's no way.
It's beautiful.
Right, yeah, sure, man. All right, so here we go. Team ranking quiz. The way this works is it's literally just going to pin two teams up against each other, and then we have to make the choice at the very end of this. What's nice is it's going to rank all the teams for us 1 through 32 based off of the choices we make throughout the course of this survey. So pretty straightforward stuff. First one is the Commanders and the Titans. We both agree the Commanders, correct?
Commanders, 100%.
Okay. Seahawks and Bucks. I think it's the Bucks.
That's hard. It's the Bucks. It's the Bucks. The Bucks finished 10-7 last year.
Okay. 49ers and Steelers.
Niners.
Oh, let's talk through this just for a second. All right, let's just talk through it.
My brain won't let me. All right, go ahead. Let's go.
Yeah. I want to say Niners, but the Steelers did make the playoffs last year.
Okay.
The 49ers did not. The Steelers have added a little bit to their defense and are going from Russell Wilson to Aaron Rodgers and Pickens to DK Metcalf. And all their young offensive linemen are now in year 2. They drafted 3 rookies to start last year. They're now going into year 2. I don't know, man. I think this is closer than just Niners. I'm going to agree with you and say Niners, but
I'm going Niners, bro.
And I don't think it's that clear cut. I really don't. Okay.
It's not all right. It's not that clear cut. They had the 3rd ranked defense in the league last year, 9th overall special teams, power ranking 7th overall. I mean, right. If we're being pragmatic, the Steelers, right? And they have an edge, and they have Aaron. You know what? Forget that. Let's go Steelers. Let's call it right. Let's call it right. Let's call it. We went 6-11 last year, bro.
Do you see what this quiz does to you? This is what I was talking about when I said I went into this with a plan or a thought of where I believe the 49ers were, these
Right.
are the types of matchups where if you just say Steelers or 49ers, you go, oh, 49ers. But when you think it through and you see it side by side, it's not that easy. It really isn't.
All right. So I mean, and it's all right. And yeah, I like what Julie said.
What'd Julie say?
Julie, pull up Julie's
Steelers
comment.
because of Kyle.
I mean, all right, let's set the premise now. We've already done two teams. Before we get deep in this and lose the premise completely,
Okay.
are we ranking the teams literally based off of what happened last season or
No.
overall
No, 'cause that's
organization?
easy. We just go off of the record.
Right. So what are we
Let's
basing
keep
this
it
off
simple.
of? Okay.
Let's keep it simple because every team plays a different schedule. Obviously, the 49ers have an easier schedule. They don't play
This
the
year.
AFC North. They should have the better record. But if these two teams were to play each other week one, who are you picking? Just keep it that simple.
Okay. If we're playing each other week one, I got the Niners.
Okay.
They got a new quarterback. They got a lot of stuff going on over there for the Steelers to just beat. I got the Niners week one if we were playing head to head.
Okay. I actually agree with that. I think that's the most simple way to do this because we don't know, 8 weeks into the season. Like, think of this like a power ranking. 8 weeks into the season, this thing will change drastically. Injuries will happen, games will be played, whatever. We're just going into this week one, who's the better team. I think that's the easiest way. Okay. 49ers, I agree.
Did we play them week one too?
We did play them week one once upon
And
a
won
time.
in Pittsburgh.
That was 2 years ago.
Drake Jackson had 3 sacks. Get your life together.
Teams change an awful lot.
All right. I remember that game. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was there. I remember the game too. All right, Eagles, obviously, right?
Eagles. The world's shortest midget contest. All right. So if we're going off of what they did last year, which we're not, but just to help us, the Giants were 3-14 last year, 29th overall. All right. You gotta go.
I'm going to go Giants because that defensive line is nasty. And we've got either a rookie quarterback or a really bad second-year starter. And, 187 from the chat, his favorite guy in the whole world, Spencer Rattler. But either way, that front four for the Giants itself is going to crush whoever their quarterback is, in my opinion.
That's true. And to be honest with you, the drop off, like the Saints were 30th in defense last year. The Giants were 19th, which is respectable. For having a horrible team. I'll go Giants over the Saints too. I agree.
Okay. They arguably might have the best defensive line in football from a pass rush perspective.
So what are you looking at? Thibodeau, Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, Jesus.
And they drafted
and they just got Abdul Carter. Yeah, that's crazy. All right. That's crazy.
Vikings.
Okay. Vikings, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Rams. Chargers.
Ooh. I'm gonna go
Everybody thinking about the Raiders.
Week one.
Chiefs. Is there a discussion? Texans?
No.
Oh. That's hard. All right. So Green Bay.
I'm going Detroit.
Why?
First of all, Green Bay was 1-5 in the division last year. I don't know where Green Bay improved from last year to this year. I know the Lions definitely lost both their coordinators. That's going to be tough to overcome.
That's big.
But they also added to the roster, and they beat the Packers with like 12 defensive players on IR last year. So I just
That's
think that they're the
real.
better
And
team.
the Lions were world beaters with losing like over half their squad,
Mhm.
and they were still nice. I'm going Lions too. Lions.
I think the downfall of the Lions is going to be
Dan Campbell.
way overstated this offseason. I think people are talking themselves into the Lions possibly not being a playoff team, and I think that's absurd.
I don't know, man. Broncos over Dallas?
Yeah.
Are you so sure about that?
Yes. Very sure.
Just be disrespecting.
No, I'm not. Denver to me has arguably the best defense all around in football. Dallas has a new head coach who might be completely incompetent.
Yeah, it's not even close. Yeah, you're tripping. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
I'm tripping. I'm tripping.
All right.
Yeah.
Bengals. Obviously.
Bears? Their offseason was sexy.
It was, but
Bryce came on late at the season. They also didn't they get Ted McMillan?
They did.
And they got Xavier. They got what's his name? Xavier
Legette.
Mm-hmm. What were they? They were 5-12 Nah, they were just horrible. Overall, 32nd. Defense, 32nd. Yeah, but I like what the Bears actually did. And I'm giving them the Ben Johnson bump. Okay. He got the Ben Johnson. So he's going Ben Johnson, dog.
Okay.
Oh. It's just getting hairy.
This is like literally arguably the two best teams. You're just immediately oh my.
I don't know, man.
Oh, man.
I don't even want to pick this just out of the disrespect. Ravens.
That's kind of where my head went to, but man, that is not. Oh, gee, Buffalo improved a lot on defense this offseason too.
But the Ravens are the Ravens. They don't need to improve that much because they're the Ravens.
Yeah, but Buffalo just beat them to knock them out of the playoffs.
I'm sorry, dog. It's just the Ravens, dog.
I'm gonna go Ravens, but I don't. This is that was
and offensively, it's just Josh Allen. You know what I mean? There's really nobody of no. You know what I mean, though. Like Josh Allen is the guy. He's the man. Let's not get it twisted. Josh Allen is the guy. Oh, Josh Allen, our savior. I got to give you I got to Saint Allen for you. But at the same time,
say it properly.
I will. But I think you'll like this part. I like this. I think you'll like my take. Yeah, Allen may be up there because the offense is solely reliant upon him. But if we're talking about teams, Lamar's got way more weapons. He's got a lot. He's got a lot of help. It's the Ravens. They're a better team.
Okay, we chose the Ravens. I agree with this.
Cardinals. Yep. Seahawks. Commanders.
Oh,
Commanders. Stop playing, man.
I'm not so sure. No.
Stop playing, man.
I am not sure about this at all, actually.
Stop playing, man. It's Commanders, man.
I actually think the Bucks are better.
How?
First of all, this was a very, very tight playoff game. Like very, very tight off rip. And I think they played in the regular season. Also a very tight game. But the Buccaneers are getting Godwin back.
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans is, I think he was back in that playoff game. Their defense, they revamped it pretty big. I mean, they went heavy on the defensive side this offseason, very heavy. Added to their pass rush, added to their secondary. I don't know, man. I feel like Washington's the team that's going to like take the biggest step back this year potentially in the NFC.
I mean, they brought on Hassan Reddick. They kept Levante David.
They drafted like 4 edges.
They got a lot of edges. All right, yeah, true. Which all have to pan out for them. I
and
like
they
what
drafted Ibuka.
Yeah, but I like what the Commanders did. The Commanders were very busy this offseason. All right. So they picked up Cleveland Farrell, Eddie Goldman. They picked up Javon Kinlaw, Jonathan Jones. They also got Noah Brown. They picked up Will Harris and Zach Ertz. They re-signed Zach Ertz. Also, they got Trey Amos, big time corner. Trey Amos. Trey Amos is a Bama boy. He transferred to Ole Miss, but
He's a good corner.
Trey Amos is a very good corner. I'm telling you, man, don't count out old Adam Peters.
I do like that they drafted offensive line as well.
Yeah. And yes, thank you, Jack 510. And the Commanders picked up Laramie Tunsil.
They did get Tunsil.
I'm going Commanders. That's my vote.
I just think this is actually really, really close. Like really, really close. I think this. Ooh.
Jaden Daniels or Baker Mayfield?
Actually, I think I ranked them like 8 and 9. I think I had Jaden Daniels 8 and Baker 9. So to me, it's a coin toss right now.
Yeah. Let's not forget the Commanders got the secret weapon of all time,
Debo. Oh,
Debo.
They got Debo. That's true. All right, I'll go Commanders, but I don't think. I think that one's close.
That'll come back to get us. Steelers. Eagles. Fuck Eagles.
Yeah, I was like, don't play with me.
We're not going to be dumb.
Patriots.
Pats. Yeah.
I actually think Patriots here. Okay.
Yeah, I'll take the Pats over them. Now, these teams. Now, you know what's low key about these two teams? Miami gets away with murder from not being the East Coast Raiders, but they're low key the East Coast Raiders, dog. Like, this is a very, very formidable matchup right now. They're kind of neck and neck.
I actually would take the Raiders.
I would take the Raiders too. I'm going Raiders. Yeah. Rams.
Oh.
Stop playing. Stop playing. Justin Herbert, go get your heart back. Hey, Justin Herbert, go get your heart back. Rams playing with us. Get out of here.
Okay.
You got to do something to get my attention.
All right. Oh, God.
Jags.
Oh.
Jags.
You say it like with such confidence. Are we sure?
Who's the quarterback of the Colts?
Danny Dimes, bro. Don't disrespect Danny Dimes. Their defense is nice, though. I'm not going to lie. And their receivers are nice. And I feel like they have a better, literally everything is better on the Colts except for the quarterback. And Trevor Lawrence isn't like a good enough quarterback to just separate that team. It's not
That's
like
true.
he's
I like
top 10 guy. You know what I mean?
I low key say his name like it really holds weight, but it doesn't. Trevor Lawrence is one more okay season from being officially mid. He's like, this is it. This is like the last year that he gets like the special quarterback bump. But nonetheless, he still gets it. I'm still going Jags.
I'm going Colts.
All right, we'll ride with the Colts.
Let's have the chat be the tiebreaker real quick. We'll just take like first 10 responses.
First 10 responses between Colts Jags. Give it to us, guys.
Yep. You be the tiebreaker. This is fair, right? Like this is the third person in the room.
We're waiting on you guys.
Jags 1.
Jags 2.
Travis Hunter, he hasn't even played a snap. That's such a bad reason to choose the Jags. What are we talking about?
We got 1 Colts, 2 Colts, 3 Colts.
3 Colts. Oh.
Jags. Give me another Jags. Jags.
Okay, wow. All right, we'll go Jags. Jeez,
Let's
man.
go.
Here we go. We got the Colts coming in strong.
Nah,
Got the
you're
Colts
late.
coming in.
You're late,
Colts coming in
D's.
strong. Way to leave me hanging, guys. Texans.
Texans. Yep.
Way to leave me hanging. Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Packers.
Oh, Packers. Yeah. We're really
Broncos.
disrespecting Broncos.
Who we disrespecting?
Lions. Don't you?
Hold
You
on,
better
who
put
are-
that mouse back over
Hold
there.
on, who are we disrespecting? We got to
Dallas hasn't won anything. Dallas has not won anything.
Okay,
Have you
I thought you were
noticed
gonna-
that?
Yo, I thought you were gonna say we were disrespecting them though. I'm like,
Nah, Lions right here though. Stop that.
Okay.
I see you over there. Stop. It's the Lions. It's the Lions.
Broncos are my dark horse pick for Super Bowl. Like if I have a dark horse team to make the Super Bowl in the AFC, it's the Broncos. So I'm high on the Broncos this year.
I'm not a Sean Payton guy. What will happen? What will go wrong? What can go wrong will go wrong with Sean Payton. I'm not a Sean Payton guy.
I don't know about that.
He's just old.
He did a good job last year.
True. Panthers.
Yeah. Bengals.
Bengals.
Are we
Come
sure
on
about
now.
this, though?
You barely wanted to even give the Bears a bump over. Come on, son.
Bengals don't have anybody notable on defense. Literally nobody. Nobody of note on defense. Not
They've
a
got
single
Joe
player.
Burrow.
So he can put up 500 yards and they still lose. He proved that about 6 times last year. I'm just saying.
That's true. And they don't be staying healthy. And Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins.
But they have nobody on defense, right? Like literally Shamar Stewart, who's their other Hubbard retired, and then they've got another guy. I forget his name. What the hell?
The guy that wants to leave, Hendrickson.
Dude,
Trey Hendrickson.
None of these guys are on the roster right now. They're like not playing. It's just crazy.
Yeah, their defense is cheeks.
And a new defensive coordinator. I don't know, man.
Let me look at the Bears real quick. Give me like 30 seconds.
They got a roster.
Hold on. I don't want to look at their lineup though. So what do we got?
Kind of stacked, huh?
Yeah, Bears. They're not loaded, but they you know what they are? They're balanced.
Mm-hmm.
They're very balanced. Like there's really not a drop off from anybody on their defense. Maybe Tyreek Stevenson, the other corner, but everybody else is ranked pretty high. The offensive line got to be real with you, bruh. They got a nasty offensive line.
That's what I'm saying.
Drew Dahlman. They got Jonah Jackson at right guard. Colston Loveland, Adunze, Bears.
Bears, right?
Bears,
Bills.
yeah. Bills. Yep. Bills.
Oh. I'll go Jets barely.
Why?
But, I think they're a more complete roster, and I think that Aaron Glenn's going to be a good head coach.
I'm rocking with my boy Cam Ward, though. I've been hearing a lot of great reports about Cam Ward. You hear how much they like him down there? I mean, I know that doesn't mean much, but
this just in, first pick overall is liked by the team that drafted him. That's crazy. No, I've been
Trey Lance. What the fuck? You talking about like that can't happen?
They loved him. What are you talking about? We heard nothing but good the first year of Trey Lance.
Yeah, then it was back to 49ers football when he had a chicken wing hanging out of the box.
Exactly. I don't know. I mean, I like Cam Ward. I would like if I was starting my franchise with Cam Ward or Justin Fields, I would go Cam Ward, but he still hasn't thrown a pass in the NFL. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Justin Fields, you know what? Let's go. I'm pulling for Justin Fields. Let's go Jets.
Okay. Seahawks. Yes.
Seahawks.
Oh.
See,
This is actually really close. It's
getting
kind of
getting kind of crazy right now. Getting a little wild.
It's getting kind of hectic.
Yeah, it's getting a little crazy now. Steelers. Went to the playoffs last year. Steelers.
Okay. Bucks.
But what is your infatuation with the Bucks?
The Bucks are going to be a good team. Trust. They're going to be a good team.
I'm just not prepared for it. Like, You're like
They've made
Bucks.
the playoffs 2 years
You're
in a
saying
row.
that shit so like the Bucks. I be feeling like the Bucks always eke it into the playoffs. They don't ever like really go.
They won a playoff game 2 years ago. So it's not like they just happened to sneak in. Like they and then they almost beat Detroit. Remember, it was almost us versus the Bucks in the NFC Championship. They were this close to beating Detroit. This close.
That's true. And Justin just said something that I've always felt is the truth, but nobody wants to recognize it. It's the truth.
Tristan Wirfs is better right now. Yes.
Yeah, Tristan Wirfs is better than Trent Williams. Yeah.
But hey,
all right.
Kinlaw, right?
Yeah. I'm not really standing. I don't have the courage in my convictions. I'm kind of like blowing up. The next time I get a take, I'm not coming off of it. We're arguing. I'm being way too agreeable. Bucks. We'll go Bucks.
We can throw it to the chat. We got a third voice here.
Right. And, and I'm about the tribe. I'm looking at the chat as well. Bucks.
Okay. We'll go Bucks.
You want to go Bucks now?
Bucks are better than the 49ers right now. Yeah.
You piece of shit.
Right now, week 1. Hold on. We got a whole new defense that we're trying to figure out. A whole new defense. And we got to stop Mike Evans, Godwin, McMillan, Baker, and the running game. Are you kidding me? The Bucks are better than the 49ers right now.
I literally just said it 30 seconds ago. No. I'm Niners. No.
Okay.
Niners.
Bucks. Let's chat. I need you.
Niners.
Don't come on now, me. Like this is stop.
Make them feel bad. Yeah.
The playoffs last year.
The Niners.
We didn't.
I want to check. Make Jesse feel crazy. It's like, come on, Jesse.
Niners because wow, I'm gonna ask a bunch of Niner fans who do they think is better, the Niners
you said
or the
put
Bucks.
It to the
of
chat.
Course they're gonna.
You got $3 in a row. There you go. $3. $3. There you go. Now you got $4.
Bucks.
There you go.
Bucks. Niners.
Bucks are probably. Look at all of these turncoats. Some of my bitch. This is crazy. I see you, Joseph.
Bucks. Thank
Dave
you,
is record all of this. Turncoats.
Bucks won. Eagles.
All right. Eagles. Oh, finally.
The Eagles are just better. Eagles.
We got to go Dolphins. Miami.
Giants.
Miami.
Giants.
We all right, look. The Giants got a lot of love off of that potential defensive front that you keep talking about. The same way you say things like Cam Ward hasn't thrown a pass in the NFL. Come on, man. That defensive line is not played together, and that's all they got. So, the Dolphins, stop.
No. They have played together. All they did was add Carter to the already good defensive line. What are we talking about?
The defensive line was okay. Adding Carter is what made them special.
They were all, but that's a good. Those three, they have literally the best defensive tackle in football.
There's
with
3
2
guys.
Pass rushers.
Bro, hold on. I'm just sick of the Giants love, like the Giants because of that defensive line. It's like, all right, bro.
The Dolphins,
like, relax,
Dolphins are
bro.
trash. The Dolphins suck.
So did the Giants.
Yeah, I know, but
they were like 29th overall. And you over here like the defensive line, man.
They got Russell
the defensive line.
They got Russell Wilson.
Bro, the Dolphins had a better record.
Saquon Barkley.
Okay, they had a. All right. Oh, okay. I'm gonna make you do it. Justin Fields or Tua?
Justin Fields. Why is Justin Fields a part of this?
Justin Fields is the starter. Oh, not my bad. Not Justin Fields. Sorry.
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson or Tua. Sorry.
They both suck. I'll go Tua though.
I like the way.
Giants have Cam Scatterboo, bro.
Give a fuck about no Scatterboo. Look, man. They got A-Chain. They still got Tyreek Hill. They got Jalen Waddle. Stop, man.
Giants are better on both trenches, though. And that is a big deal to me. They're better on the offensive line and the defensive line. So you win in the trenches. You win in the trenches. That's all I'm going to say.
All right. You got Russell Wilson. You can take Russell Wilson as your quarterback. I'm taking Tua and the Dolphins and Mike McDaniel.
Oh, he's taking Tua.
I mean, it's only two options. Stop acting like I'm taking Tua versus the field. I'm taking Tua versus the Giants.
Uh-oh, he's got Tua. Tua's coming. We better be scared.
Fucking hanging on to a D line like we're playing NFL blitz.
And offensive line, though.
This ain't arena football.
And offensive line.
It's the Dolphins, man. Stop playing. Like get honest. It's the Dolphins. Right, Dolphins are a better team.
Okay.
You're still gonna pick the Giants. It's the Dolphins. All right, ask the chat. Put it to the chat.
Dolphins and Giants. Let's go.
Dolphins and Giants chat. Ridiculous. You're like arguing me on this.
I hope the Giants win. I'm gonna laugh so hard. Giants.
Oh
Giants.
My. They're doing this to troll me. Dolphins, Giants. Thank you, great one.
Giants.
Giants.
Let's go.
The battle of the mid. Dolphins, thank you.
Giants.
Dolphins by a mile.
A mile? What mile is this?
Oh, he got Tua.
Giants.
What do we got?
Giants won.
You guys are hoes. Yo, that's ridiculous. All right, man.
Hey, they owed me.
You want to go Giants now?
Actually, I'm gonna pick the Raiders.
Come on, Jesus. The Raiders.
Taking the Raiders. Patriots.
Patriots were bad last year.
I mean, they got
really bad.
Now. They got Vrabel.
All right, they got Pete Carroll. What are you trying to say? Mike Vrabel's a better coach than Pete Carroll?
I mean, at this stage, it's pretty close.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. At this
Mike Vrabel hasn't done shit.
What has Pete Carroll done in the last 10 years?
He's an NFL Super Bowl winning coach, bro. Stop. Pay homage, bro. Stop.
I said this right now. This is like saying right now. Let's see. Right now, Steph Curry is better than Luka Doncic because Steph Curry won a title 7 years ago or whatever. Like, that's crazy. It's not.
All right. Number one, your analogy is flawed because it would constitute. Yes, it is because at least Luke. Yes, it is because at least Luka has put himself at the top echelon of NBA players. The fucking Patriots are ass.
AFC championship, didn't he?
What? So that constitutes. But Mike Vrabel hasn't done shit in the league.
Let's look at the rosters.
All right, we can do that.
I think you're sleeping a little bit on the Patriots.
I'm not.
I think their roster is better than you're trying to.
I'm snoring on the Patriots. That's what I'm doing. Fucking Patriots. Mike Vrabel and his fucking dip. Get out of here. Him and his fat ass head. All of a sudden, he's a great coach just because he knows how to dip and curse at the same time.
He's a good coach.
He's a solid head coach. He's a solid coach. He hasn't done anything, though.
Travion Henderson went to the Patriots. I'm just throwing that out there.
That's dope.
That defense is why. Let's go through it.
Their lineup on defense?
Yeah.
Okay.
They signed Milton Williams. They've got Christian Barmore. They've got Harold Landry. They signed Carlton Davis to go along with Christian Gonzalez and Marcus Jones. That's a good secondary. Plus Kyle Duggar and Jabril Peppers. They've got a defense now.
Kyle Duggar is ranked 96th out of 98 ranked safeties on PFF. Stop, man.
Oh, so now we're going off PFF rankings. Like,
I mean, it stands to reason that all right, but if there's a ranking and he's 2 from the last, that says something. Shit.
Okay. Now
Christian Barmore is not even ranked.
Now do Christian Gonzalez and Carlton
They're
Davis
killing.
for me.
Yes, Christian Gonzalez, Kyle. They got great corners all across the board.
Now do Milton Williams
Julius
for me.
Pepper, Milton. Yep, Milton's good. Where's Milton? Milton Landry.
No, Milton Williams.
Milton Williams. Yeah, he's good. The defense is solid, but it's not. They're not world beaters.
They upgraded their offensive line. They went and got Garrett Bradbury and then drafted Will Campbell.
The Raiders' offensive line is better, in my opinion.
They drafted Kyle Williams and brought in Stephon Diggs.
Colton Miller at left tackle. They got Dylan Parham at left guard. And Jackson Powers Johnson at center. Right there, the left side of the line. It's a better offensive line. On top of the fact they got DJ Glaze at right guard. I'm in at right tackle. All right.
Okay.
Let's tight end. Forget about it. Brock Bowers. Hang it up. Aston Genty and Geno Smith. I like this offense better. I like the offensive line. Now defense, you got me. Right. There are some of all parts over here with the Raiders. They don't really have a lot.
They got Max, but that's pretty much.
They got Max. That's literally it though. They got Max. Oh, and they have I'm tripping. They got Elan Roberts.
Roberts. Wilkins too, but he's coming off a serious injury, so who knows what he is.
Yeah, Christian Wilkins.
Yeah.
So
it comes down to the Patriots offense versus the Raiders defense.
The Raiders,
which is
the Patriot. No, the Raiders offense versus the Patriots defense.
Yeah, but those are the two best units, so they kind of cross each other out. So who's better, the Patriots offense or the Raiders defense? That's the weak units. Give me the Patriots offense.
Why wouldn't you face it off of the best units against each other, not the weakest units? So I would look at it as
crossing each other out is what I'm saying. Like that defense and that offense are crossing each other out. Like that's not. So if they're even, then the tiebreaker is going to be the worst of the two units.
Dude, the Raiders are better. The Raiders are better than the Pats, man.
Let's have a friendly gentleman's bet that we're not going to remember in 3 months.
We could do it.
Patriots will have a better record than the Vegas Raiders.
Dude, okay, cool. I mean, I don't know their schedules. They both suck.
I don't know their schedules either. I'm just telling you.
They both. All right, but they both suck, though. Can we at least admit that?
Oh, so, I didn't say that they're good.
Right. So putting any type of onus on what they're gonna do during the season, I mean, whatever. I guess. But I'll bet on it. And hold on, wait a minute. Dog.
The Raiders
dog.
What's
dog. Dog. Let's just go ahead and do it right now. Guess who the Pats play week 1?
They don't play the Raiders, do they?
They play the Raiders week 1. We'll be able to find
out. Okay,
I'm looking at it right now.
Perfect. Oh my god, that's so perfect. Are you sure that's not preseason?
September 7th, 1:00. No. That's the season.
Patriots are winning that game.
All right, where are they playing at? They're playing in Vegas.
Perfect. Even better. No excuses.
All right. I got
the
Raiders.
We'll go Raiders for the sake of you, but I'm taking the Patriots to win that game week 1.
I got you, bro. And then they may win. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? They may win. Vikings.
All right. I agree.
Vikings. Vikings.
I'm going to go Rams.
Why?
First year starting quarterback versus a top 5 quarterback. I mean,
but just
a tiebreaker.
Top to bottom, better team. Not even close.
I don't know about that. The Rams have a good roster, dude. Their roster,
have you seen the Vikings?
What is it with the 49ers fan base thinking that the Rams roster is not good? Like we didn't just see it almost go to the Super Bowl.
Okay, bro, I get it, but I'm just saying, have you seen the Vikings? They're the Purple People Eaters.
It's a great roster, but the Rams roster is not that far behind to where JJ McCarthy, who I've told you in private, I think is going to have a surprisingly good season.
Not in private anymore.
Still Matthew Stafford over a first-year starter. Week 1. We're talking week 1.
I do respect Matthew Stafford a hell too. I really respect him. But I really believe that if JJ McCarthy can put together like a solid year, not even a great year, but a solid year, the Vikings will be dangerous, bro.
What I don't understand, other than being a 49er homer, how can anybody just objectively look at the Rams roster and be like, "Oh, they're not very good." That's
I don't
not a
think
good
that.
team. I'm not saying you, but this is literally Jay and half the 49er fans. Like, it's insane to me.
Nah, the Rams are just not. They're far from. First of all, let's get one thing straight.
Got a good roster.
Hold on. Let's level set. There's certain things you could say to kind of make everybody feel stupid who's not serious. The Rams are the best team in our division, hands down.
I don't think it's debatable.
It's not even close. So for anybody to say from the Niners side that the Rams roster they're not good is kind of you're kind of missing the plot. You need some self-awareness. They're the best team in our division. They got weaknesses for sure, right? I think that's what everybody's looking at. If we're being fair, they're not 100% like just infallible, right? If you look at their roster, the Rams have always had shit linebackers to me, but
yeah, that's the weakness. That's basically the weakness, though, is the linebacking core.
The linebacking core is always bad, right? But they got some shit though. Kobe Turner,
quarterback,
Braden Fisk, fucking Poona Ford, Byron Young, Jared Verse. Their front defensive line is a problem from edge to edge. All right. Then if you want to go corner, sleep if you want to. Kello Witherspoon is low key been balling, bro.
For like 3 years.
He's been balling. I don't know what I know a lot of people, they have this, like, there's this stigma on him. But if you've been paying attention, there's a reason why Kello Witherspoon is not only still in the league, but he's starting. Kello Witherspoon has found his groove in the league. Real shit. Like, I don't know. He must have been in the wrong defense. Maybe it just wasn't the right fit for us. But if you've watched Kello Witherspoon play away from the Niners, he's balling. Then Darius Williams is also a dog too. Really, if we had to go there,
so is Quentin Lake.
Quentin Lake is okay. Cameron Curl, not really a big guy on Cameron Curl. So really it would have to be, for me, it's the middle of the field.
I think it's pretty good though.
Yeah, I love Cam Kitchens out of Miami. For me, it's Troy Reader. Troy Reader and Omar Spates is going to be the guys that's going to lose them games.
For sure.
But the Rams are side, and then on offense, I mean, what can you say? They're stacked.
Absolutely. Good offensive line, awesome
They're
receivers.
Stacked.
You got
offensive line is like,
you got Stafford, and you got McVay, who's the second best coach in the NFL. Like, the Rams
I need to calm down because I'm getting pissed off. We watch these guys come out of a Super Bowl, have the whole NFL world thinking that they were completely done, and they slowly but surely built an entire offensive line in front of our fucking faces. Like, it infuriates me, bro. Look at this offensive line, bro. Left tackle, Alaric Jackson, 18th out of 81 tackles. Steve Avila, come on, man. Freaking 28th. Dude, they got Coleman Shelton at center. At right guard, Kevin Dotson. Come on. And then at right tackle, they're closing off with freaking Rob Havenstein. They've got a tackle-to-tackle offensive line, bro.
They might have 4 tackles. They might have 4 tackles better than our right tackle and 2 centers better than our center. Like, that's no joke.
Yeah, so before you get to laughing at their offensive line, we got Jake Brindle at center, by the way. Ben Barch is having a fight of his life at left guard. All right, so let's just, understand where we stand in the equation.
I'm just saying.
Rams.
I'm going Rams.
Are you really going to dog Dallas again?
I just don't trust anything about Dallas.
Better than Dallas?
I don't think Dallas is good. I don't
Cowboys, man, get right. Come on, man. I know they're our rival, but Jesus. Come on. Dallas.
Cowboys, I guess. I'll go
Yes.
Cowboys. Okay.
Texans.
I draw the line at the Texans. Oh.
Texans.
I think so too. Okay. I'm glad you agree.
I ain't stunting Green Bay. Denver.
I'm going Broncos. Yeah.
I'm going Denver too.
Kansas City.
Ooh, Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Falcons.
Falcons.
No.
Falcons.
Falcons. But I think Carolina might be a sleeper. Falcons as well. I think the Bengals aren't going to be good this year, man. Bold prediction. Bengals aren't good this year. They missed the playoffs, and Joe Burrow requests a trade at the end of the season.
How do you think Michael Penix?
Then he goes to the Rams and makes us suffer for the next 10 fucking years.
How do you think?
Sorry, that was a little too far. Sorry.
No, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Welcome to the dark side. Welcome to the Federation. Yo, how do you think Michael Penix Jr. is going to do this year?
I don't know. I like Penix a lot in college. I actually liked him more watching him live versus when I watched film on him. I saw a lot of flaws when I watched film on him that I didn't see when I watched him live. I don't know. I think he's I don't know what to think of Michael Penix, honestly. I don't think he's special, but I don't think he's horrible either. I'm gonna go Falcons though. I just think they're a way more complete team.
Okay. Bears.
I think so too.
Cardinals.
Yeah.
Stop playing the Cardinals.
Okay. Titans.
Titans.
I draw the line. I draw the line.
Yeah. Come on.
Saints might be the worst team in the NFL.
They are.
Dolphins. No.
Dolphins.
I'm going Jets.
You're going Justin Fields over Tua?
I mean, it's not just Justin Fields over Tua.
Who's the head coach of the Jets now? Glenn?
Aaron Glenn, yeah.
I think Aaron Glenn is like low key. Aaron Glenn is going to have them boys playing hard, man.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what, Jets? I'm out on Mike McDaniel controlling his locker room, bro. I don't think Mike McDaniel could. You know what it is on the low?
He can't.
I think Mike McDaniel did that Kyle shit too, where he's everybody's fucking friend, and it's backfiring on his ass. Wearing watches bigger than his damn body. He looked like Flavor Flav out there.
All right, Joseph, chill out. The Tua disrespect has gone too far, if that's a real take. All right. I don't like Tua, but that's pretty disrespectful. Fields is bad.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Jets.
Really? After all of the Giants glazing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
the midway.
Oh, hold on. The glazing was over the Dolphins.
The glaze was disgusting.
Over the Dolphins. The glaze was the Giants over the Dolphins. That's the glaze we're talking about.
The glaze, I was in here like...
You just picked the
There's
Jets.
too much glazing. Calm down. Too much glazing. Jets. Let's go Jets.
Okay.
Let's go Jets.
Hold on a second.
Oh, man, it's the Patriots.
Let me read this real quick. Joseph Ernberg says, pointless quiz. We are 32nd team in the league. No, that's not true. Dave says, today's my birthday, but yesterday was my B-Day Jeep trip up on top of some mountains. That's dope. In the snow, apparently. And it was snowing up here. There we go. I recorded the trip and it's now uploaded. Cubs is watching it right now. Love you guys. I'll have to go check it out. Dude, happy birthday, by the way, Dave. Sounds like a blast.
What type of truck you driving out there, Dave? I want to know what truck you driving. Let me know. But you ain't going out there with no car.
I know what he's driving.
What's he driving?
He's driving my type of truck.
What's he got?
He's driving a Sierra. He's driving a Sierra Denali.
He's got a GMC Sierra Denali?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm going Power Wagon, though. I'm going with the Ram Power Wagon. So we all on there. I'm going 2,500.
He might have a 2,500 though. He might have the Denali HD. He'll have to clarify. Tommy says, "Is this the Dumb and Dumber show?" It is. It is, and you're the main star, Tommy. You're the main star. Samir says Burrow to the Rams is peak self nut shot. I know. I got a little carried away. I feel like if Burrow were to get traded, that is exactly what would happen, and we would just all hate our lives for the next 10
Dude,
years.
if Burrow got traded to the Rams, bro, that'd be
It's over
disgusting.
for us. It would be curtains for us. We'll just mail it in and we'll try again in 10 years. I'm going Patriots.
Yeah.
Oh,
That truck costs like $100,000 though. That truck's like
probably
$115. Yeah, that truck's like $120,000, bro. I can't
it's a 2,500. See, there we go. I knew he had a 2,500.
put 2 Gs from out. See, dog, I'm going with the 2,500 life, bro. I'm telling you, I'm not doing half-ton trucks, bro. I'm going full body, dog.
Yeah,
we're gonna be truck bros.
Truck bros. So you're okay with saying the Patriots? You like?
Yeah. I'm okay with this. The Patriots have historically whooped the Jets' ass. I'm okay with this.
Okay, I just thought I might have buttered you up at the truck talk, and now all of a sudden you're like on my side. Okay,
I did. You did. Sure we started talking.
I wanted to make sure that was a consensual pick.
We started talking power wagon and trucks, and you kind of won me over. Yes, that is a little bit of it.
Make sure that was consensual. All right, see, I draw the
line. Pause. Go ahead, man.
Seahawks. Are you good with Seahawks?
Seahawks for sure.
Okay, Seahawks. Yeah. Chargers.
Ooh, Chargers. Yes.
Yeah, Chargers. Chargers.
Yep. Niners. Stop disrespecting us.
How is it disrespectful? They made the playoffs last year.
We said we're not just going off of 1 year.
I got you.
We are objectively a better team.
I'm also taking the better offensive line, the better quarterback, and in my opinion, the better coach. So
shit. You got me with Harbs.
All right. So we're going
I think
Chargers?
I think Justin Herbert's better than Brock too.
Okay. I'm going
All right. The Bucks just can't. I mean, the Chargers just can't get it together.
Well, I mean, that was pre-Harbaugh.
I mean,
I think these two teams are.
Did you see the way they shit the bed last year with Harbaugh?
They made the playoffs in a year that they were not expected to make the play. That is not shitting the bed.
No. Listen, my target's a little off. It's not because they made the playoffs. It's what they did when they got in the playoffs. They shit the bed.
I don't get it. They were a year plus ahead of schedule, maybe 2.
All right. Chargers. You want to go? What do you want to do now?
Buccaneers.
Go ahead. Let's go. Are you really?
The Vikings are a better roster, but again, it's a first-year starting quarterback. This is so hard.
What is your infatuation? You know why I think you like Baker?
Infatuation. Go.
I think
the roster.
You live in the shadow of their goalposts. Number one, so people don't want. Yes, people need to understand where Jesse lives. He lives in the basement of Raymond James Stadium. So that's one. That's what he's not telling you. All right. He practically gets out and mows the lawn. He mows the end zone every morning. So
it's like the Baker commercial where he lives in the stadium.
He practically lives there. All right. So that's one. 2. All right. The whole Baker infatuation of, you know why I think Baker is kind of like every American dad's favorite quarterback because he's affordable and he just keeps on ticking. It's just like, you don't need all that special stuff. Go out there and get you a Baker.
I used to hate
Baker. Get you a Baker. You don't need all of that fancy stuff. Get a Baker, slap some turpentine on it. It'll be good for 20 years. Like, that's why you guys like him, because look.
I used to hate Baker. Like, couldn't stand him.
I don't like his attitude. I didn't like his attitude.
He's
really won me over. He has won me over as the quarterback, though. He's very humble now. He kind of looks like, he's self-deprecating. That's what I like about him.
Mm-hmm.
But at what point are we going to give the Vikings credit for that ridiculous roster that they've put together?
It's insane. Man. It's really hard. Again, it's a first year. It's such an important position, and we're talking a first year quarterback week 1. The whole premise is week 1. So this is his first start in his whole career is going against a Bucs team that is established 2 years in a row. They've made the playoffs, and we know that Baker's going to play well in that game. What are we going to get from JJ McCarthy week 1? I don't know the answer to that. And again, I think JJ is going to surprise some people. I just don't know that means he's going to come out gangbusters week 1. That's my only holdup. The roster.
Didn't the Vikings go to the playoffs last
good.
year?
They did. Yes, they both lost in round 1. But that was with a different quarterback.
And then also, you know what? Nah, man. Who do you think has to play in the tougher division?
Oh, the Vikings do for sure.
I'm giving it to the Vikings.
Okay.
They actually play a tougher division. Like Baker and them, they get a lot of times people don't realize, like, yeah, you got a lot of time to get it together when you're playing the freaking Bucks and the Saints. I mean, when you're playing the Panthers and the Saints 4 times. Like, I don't know.
Let's ask the chat. Bucks or Vikings? Bucks or Vikings, chat.
The Vikings have to face the Vikings have to face the Packers. They got to face the Lions.
That has nothing to do with who's going to win week 1.
Saying it's a better quality. I mean, they got to build their team differently.
We got 2 Bucks and a Vikings.
We got 2 Vikings and a Bucks. You're not even looking.
4 Bucks, 5 Bucks.
They're doing this to fuck with me.
I'm not.
It's just the chat.
Bucks. I'm just saying.
Bucks over the Vikings. Thank you, Samir. Jesus Christ. I'm dying over here.
Bucks because the Vikings have this is
Nafka, you're dead to me. No more broccolis in my chat. It's over for you.
Landslide. Bucks.
And then he wrote in all caps. Bucks because the Vikings have a new QB. Shut up.
Rams. The love for the Bucks stops here.
Thank you. The Bucks stops here. Jesus Christ. Rams.
I was oh gosh.
Rams.
No. But in my loins, I was hoping you were gonna say Commanders. So I'd be like, you guys know where he's from, right?
I know you want it.
The stadium he lives in, right? He practically mows the grass over there.
Nope. Eagles. Browns.
Colts.
Browns, dog.
Colts.
What do the Colts have?
Colts, dog. Colts.
What do the Colts have, man?
Colts. They've got a good receiving core. They've got a good offensive and defense. They've got a good defense, first of all. They got Danny Dimes.
That defense is okay.
They got Jonathan Taylor and a really good receiving core. Really good receiving core, actually. I'm going Colts. And they got Womack.
Colts.
Womack won you over.
Mm-hmm.
Panthers.
I'll take the Panthers over the Jags.
I had to say it with my chest like you were going to go Jags. Cowboys.
You can't disrespect the Bengals like that.
I'm not going to. This is close, though. This is like
it's the Bengals.
Okay,
the Bengals.
Bengals. Packers.
You can't expect the Bears to put it all together in 1 year.
Okay, you're
new
right.
Coach, new team.
Week one. We're talking week 1. Before I get ahead of myself, you're right. Week 1.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Packers. I think they mopped them last year by like 4 touchdowns when they played.
They dogged their asses. That is true.
Yeah. I got to go Packers.
Yep. Bills. Yep.
This is actually pretty close for me, though.
It's kind of wild how you said the Bills right away. Didn't even think about Denver, and you've been like,
I did.
Denver.
No, I said it's actually.
It's kind of wild. It's kind of wild. All right.
Bills.
Just Bills right over Detroit.
Chiefs until
Chiefs.
proven otherwise.
Ravens.
I'm going Ravens too.
Going Ravens. Fuck the
Okay.
Chiefs.
Okay, all right. I'm going Cleveland.
You gotta go
I think
Cleveland.
the Saints are the worst team in the NFL.
Yeah,
Saints are the
they're
worst
bad.
team in the NFL.
Yeah. Browns.
Browns, yeah. I was close. Dolphins.
Dolphins.
I'll finally go Dolphins.
I'll get Colts.
Colts. Oh, hey, look at this. Colts.
Colts. Colts.
Close.
Colts.
Patriots. Patriots.
Colts.
Patriots. Patriots.
Love Mike Vrabel, bro.
All right, chat. Patriots or Colts? Let's
Hold on. So let's do how do we do it? The weakest elements of the team facing each other. So
Patriots.
So let's go Patriots. Let me go.
We're already 3 votes in. I'm just 4.
Relax. Stop. Yo, take your thumb off the scale. Come on.
5.
Stop trying to bury the lead. Hold on.
1. You can
hold on.
change your mind and come to the dark side, or we can just go with the Patriots.
Colts offensive line. Colts offense is nasty. Wait a minute. So I take the Colts defense is their weakest side of the ball. Okay.
Now everybody's saying Colts. So you know what? Yeah, let's go your way. I like this. This is better.
All right. The Colts defense is the weakest side of the ball. The Pats offense is the weakest side of the ball. I think that the Colts defense would strap the Pats offense.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, look at the Colts defense. They've got Grover Stewart. They got Grover Stewart at the shade. They got DeForest Buckner.
First of all, I think it's strength versus weakness on both sides because I think the Colts defense is their strength.
They got Travarius Ward.
I know. The Colts defense is their strength, but I think the Patriots defense is their strength. I think both weaknesses are the offensive units.
But what's crazy is that for you to say that the Colts have the Colts offense is their weakness, dude. They just picked up Tyler Warren. Their offensive line is nasty. Okay, but they got Bernard Raymond.
Nasty,
bro. Quentin Nelson and Bernard. You find
Quentin
me.
Nelson's a dog.
Tanner Bortolini at center. What? Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
Who are their tackles?
Braden Smith and Bernard Raymond.
It's an okay offensive line. You actually
it's more than
offensive line.
Dude, Bernard Raymond is a top 10 left tackle in the league.
Is he though?
He is. He's nice.
Is he?
He's cold, son. They got Josh Downs. Dog. All right, son. Somebody look up Bernhard Raymond in on the chat. Look up the Colts left tackle, bro. He's very good. He's not like just some average guy. I'm telling you. The Colts offensive line is one of the most underrated offensive lines in the NFL. I'm dead ass. They're seriously, it's not a weakness. I'm just being honest with you.
They're just meh.
I think that Jonathan Taylor's a little meh. That's their problem, really. They need to get a better back.
Jonathan Taylor's pretty good.
You get another back. Run behind this line.
He's a better back than Buddy.
He's just big as hell.
I'll say that right now.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. Yes,
no, he's not. You're really disrespecting this guy. You're disrespecting this left tackle. I'm telling you.
You're disrespecting Jonathan Taylor.
Me talking. All right, so I'm gonna just say this, and I'm not the pull rank. I would never do this, but you telling me how good an offensive lineman is versus a running back is like me talking to you about quarterbacks. You know that I know how to look at quarterbacks. I can tell you what they're doing. I don't scout the position. It's not. I'm one of the only content creators that doesn't scout quarterback. Like, who's willing to admit it.
Jonathan Taylor had 1,400 rushing yards just last year, my G. Just last year.
Look up that left tackle, bro.
Cool. Where does that rank in the NFL?
Dude, you really need to go look up. It's hard for me to quantify what an offensive lineman is, but I'm trying to tell you, Bernhard Raimann is a very good left tackle. He's as far as left tackles are concerned, if he was a running back, he'd be like top 5 running backs in the league. Like Jonathan Taylor is a
Jonathan
good
Taylor
running
was
back.
Literally fifth last year.
All right, I'm just telling you, man. Bernhard Raimann is all right, bro. I would take him over Jonathan.
Though
I would take Bernhard Raimann over Jonathan Taylor if we had to pick one of those players.
And here's what's crazy: Jonathan Taylor was number 3 in rushing yards per game last season. So,
bro, all I'm telling you is that
you're sleeping on Jonathan Taylor. So if you're
sleeping, no, if anybody's sleeping, you're sleeping on this tackle. He's ranked top 10 out of like over 100 tackles ranked, dog. It's not easy to be.
Let's ask Tom.
Ask
He's
Tom.
Pretty fair.
Tom.
Ask him the question. Go ahead.
I'll ask Tom. Hey, Tom. We have an issue between 2 Colts players on the offense. Jonathan Taylor, the running back, and Bernhard Raimann, the left tackle. Pound for pound, who is worth more in their respective positions?
In their positions, let's be clear.
That's what I'm saying.
A left tackle's always
in their
worth
position.
more than a running back. Yes.
I know that a left tackle is more than a running back, but Jonathan Taylor, as it applies to running backs, is he worth more than Bernhard Raimann as it applies to left tackles?
Is he? Yeah. Is he? Yeah.
I feel like
position ranks. Who's better?
Yeah, I feel like that was fair.
Eagerly waiting. Taylor had 1,300 yards last year, Tom, and was number 3 in yards per game.
You asked the man and he answered.
Hold on.
Okay,
He said,
all right.
Listen to his answer. He literally said, Raimann is a top 10 left tackle. Okay, cool. Jonathan Taylor's a top 5 running back. What are we talking about?
What would you want more, a top 5 running back or a top 10 tackle?
That is not the question. The question is within their respective position, who is better? Is Jonathan Taylor a higher ranked running back than he is a higher ranked left tackle?
So you mean to tell me that being ranked top 5 at running back is the equivalent of being ranked top 10 as a left tackle? Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying. And that is not the argument. I already said left tackle is a way more important position than running back.
All right.
The way to quantify this is who is better within their position group. Is Jonathan Taylor among running backs a top 5 running back? The answer is unequivocally yes. So if he's a top 10 left tackle, but not top 5, then Taylor is better.
No.
That is the conversation.
No, that's not the conversation. The
conversation.
Dog, first of all, the original premise of the conversation was the offense, that the Colts offense was being slept on. We were looking at the Colts offense being slept on just opposed to the Patriots defense. And what I was telling you is that the Colts offensive line it's not even their weakness. It's a very, very strong part of their offense. And I said, bro, honestly, and I started going through the offensive line. I was like, yo, these players are really good. And then when we got to the end of naming players, you said, give me their tackles. I gave you the right tackle, okay? And then I walked into the left tackle, which was Bernhard Raimann. I was like, bro, they don't even have like a serviceable tackle. He's one of the best tackles in the league, all right? Being one of the best running backs in the league is cool, all right, for a moment. But being one of the best left tackles in the league, dog, that's staying power. All right, I think that he's worth way more than Jonathan Taylor, in my opinion.
I agree with that. That's not the question, though. If that was the debate, then it would have been like, cool, you're right, we're moving on. But that was not the question. And the way you phrased it was exactly how I just phrased it, which was who is better within their position group. That was how it was phrased.
All right, so let me ask you one question.
In their position group.
I'll ask you one question. And then I'll drop it.
Okay.
Who needs who to do their job?
Left tackle is more important. There's no debate. There
is no Jonathan Taylor without Bernhard Raimann.
Well, I wouldn't say that because Jonathan Taylor rushed for 1,800 yards before Raimann was a starter on the team. But okay.
All right. Well, I'm just saying. Like, I'd take the left tackle.
The original question was the Colts or the Patriots. I would take the left tackle too.
Colts.
It's a top 10 left tackle is certainly better than a top 5 running back. That is not the question, though. That was not the debate. All right, we'll go Colts.
All right. Colts.
I'm going to go Patriots, but
we'll go Colts. Nobody gets. Okay, your silent protest. All right. All right. Colts, Raiders. Colts. I'm going Colts.
Okay, I'll go Colts too.
All right. Seahawks. Seahawks.
God, look at those ugly blues.
Disgusting.
Seahawks.
Why are we're just completely throwing away the Bengals?
I just think the Bengals are a bad team. I don't think they're a good team at all. I think they have a good passing game and a decent running game, but their defense is so bad, and it's going to be even worse this year potentially.
And they cheap. Seahawks.
Yeah.
Seahawks. Bears.
Oh, I like this too. I'm going to go Bears as well.
I'm taking Chicago. Steelers.
Okay. I can get with that. We're talking
week 1 Steelers. They're going to slow that thing down.
I think I'm going to go Cardinals here.
Cardinals.
49ers.
Niners.
I agree. I'm actually not going to push back on this one.
Yep.
Texans. It's for the same reason.
I know, for the same reason. McCarthy. Quarterback. Let's see now. What are you going to do now? What are you going to do now? What are you going to do now? I would like to know.
This is tough. Gosh. The Texans just, their offensive line is not good. I'm going Bucks.
Right. Yeah. They haven't done anything to shore that up, Bucks.
At all. In fact, they just traded their best piece and was like, cool, we'll figure it out.
I thought they were going to do something about that. They didn't do anything about that. Yeah, that's kind of bizarre.
Like, how do you take a bottom 5 offensive line and potentially make it worse? That's crazy.
Bucks. Poor CJ Stroud.
I'm going to go Broncos.
Denver.
Thank you.
I'm going Denver out of spite.
Broncos.
I don't know, man. JD5, bro.
Going Broncos.
JD5. Let's go Broncos.
That's
go
cool.
Broncos. Go Broncos. He said that's cool.
Rams. I think I would go Rams. Week 1.
Rams.
2 new offensive coordinators.
Rams. Bills. Eagles.
Yeah.
Week 1, a healthy Eagle squad. Chiefs.
Over the Eagles?
They want some get back. Week 1. Jalen Hurts versus Patrick Mahomes. Week 1, everybody's healthy.
I don't know, man.
Did the Chiefs keep Trey Smith? The guard?
Yeah, but they got rid of what's his name to do it. Creed Humphrey.
Where's Creed at?
Chicago.
He is with Chicago. Lord.
But don't worry.
Eagles.
They went and got Jalen Moore. So.
Eagles. Ravens. Let's go.
There it is. Where
are we at? 13th. I'm not mad at that.
I think that's fairish. Yeah.
That's fair.
I think it's fair. 13 in the NFL. That's still a playoff team. I mean, they're tops. Let's see how many NFC teams. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're literally like the 7th seed, basically. I think that's fair.
I like that. Dude, we did a whole show.
I know. That's crazy. And we got off on stupid tangent arguments, which is hilarious.
Awesome.
I'm not letting that other one go, though. I think the Jonathan Taylor one I'm right about.
All right.
Dave says, we have built effing Jeeps to go where most don't. I bet you they've got some nice Jeeps that he's rolling.
I know they probably do, bro.
Dark Horse Super Bowl,
Bucks versus Broncos. Fire out.
Oh, okay. To come up with your dark horse Super Bowl, I would go Broncos is my AFC team. NFC team, dark horse NFC team. I mean, and again,
The Vikings.
teams actually, yeah, as crazy as it sounds that I picked against the Vikings so many times, it seems like I would actually go with the Vikings as well.
Vikings are a dark horse. Yep, I think the Broncos are a dark horse. That's about it. Everybody else is just who they are with the AFC.
I agree.
Everybody's just who they are.
I agree. Samir says Ravens over Chiefs. Please elaborate. Just rosters top to bottom. I mean, again,
week one.
We're talking week one. I will say this though. The Chiefs.
Yeah, wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, I was about to say we got a bump. I think. Are you sure Creed Humphrey? Are you sure Creed Humphrey is with the Bears? Because didn't the Bears didn't they get Dalton?
Not Creed Humphrey. No. They got so I said Creed Humphrey, who's the center. I'm talking about their other guard who's been like won a bunch of, is it Andrews? Who's their other all-pro guard? They had another all-pro guard. I think it might be Andrews.
All right, I'm gonna look now.
Creed Humphrey. I'm tripping.
Yeah, I'm like Creed Humphrey plays center.
But they had another all-pro guard who kicked out to left tackle last year.
Oh, Robert Tooney. Joe Tooney.
Yeah, Joe Tooney. Okay, there we go. Yes.
Joe Tooney.
Yes.
Yeah, because I was like, didn't we lose Drew Dahlman to the Bears?
We did. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Creed Humphrey plays center. Tooney, though, which is a big loss in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I will say that receiving core, getting Rice back is going to be pretty solid, actually.
That's huge for them.
They got Hollywood, they've got Worthy, and they've got Rice. Like, that's going to be a pretty good receiving core. I think I could see Patrick Mahomes going a little closer to old Patrick Mahomes this year with that receiving core. So we'll see. But the trenches for me is why I would pick the Ravens. Joseph Fernberg says Rattler, BP. So Saints over the Niners, we're losing. No.
Hold on, but you know what's crazy? They may put. Remember that kid, that Kingsley kid out of BYU? The kid that was a bust.
Kingsley, yeah. Suamataia. Yeah, they're gonna put him to guard. They're gonna have.
They may bump him down to guard. He may be an animal at guard, man.
No,
he may be better than Joe Tooney.
Oh, whoa! Calm down.
Let me tell you, he's very athletic. He doesn't listen. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain offensive line to you, but he's not bad. He's just out of position.
I didn't say he's bad, but Joe Tooney is literally an all-pro caliber guard. Like, he
is, but I'm just trying to tell you. Listen, man, offensive linemen aren't developed, dog. Like, either you play or you don't. Like, if the spot is right for him, we'll see what he is. We'll see what he can do.
He's a two-time all-pro. First team all-pro.
All right,
and
twice.
He's only 32.
Only 32?
Yeah. A guard, that you act like that's like a death sentence or something.
I'm just saying, like, you're saying like he's a two-time guard. No, but I'm just saying, you said he's like a two-time all-pro, like he was 25 or something. Like he's fresh out the box. You know what I'm saying? I get it. He's a two-time all-pro. I get it. But
I mean,
there's other guys that have been better. That's all I'm saying.
Well, yeah, I get, but I'm saying I'm talking out the box right now. Like, in this moment, like, there's no chance that Kingsley's going to be better out the box. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen.
I'm just saying, there's not a lot of people that be able to tell the difference if he was decent. That's all. Like Dominic Pooney was good out the box. He's got stuff that he's got to work on, but Dominic Pooney can start at right guard for any team in the NFL.
Unless Tooney's the guard, then he's not going to start over Tooney.
Well, Tooney plays left guard.
Start over Tooney. I understand. I'm just saying, if you were choosing a guard right now in this moment, you would still take Tooney for this season. And Tooney already played a good year.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I just got faith in the kid. I think he's going to be all right.
I think he will. I actually think he will too.
I mean, he's 6'6".
I don't want to get out over our skis. I get you're the offensive line guru, but I'm not
the guru.
You can't come back from.
I'm not the guru. All I'm saying, 6'6", 330 at that frame with those strong hands. You know, if you put him inside of a box, he'll be okay. Really, the biggest thing is Jalen Moore, what he's going to do. But that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, that is a whole other conversation.
Yeah.
Samir says, I agree with Coach, but the way he framed it is the reason that he lost the argument. So what I'm saying, it's all in the framing, because he agrees with your premise that you said after, but the way that you framed the argument is way different than the way that you circled back around to the argument.
Okay.
All right, that's fair. All right, y'all. I think that's it. Wow. Dude, an hour and 20 minutes on this. I swear we can make anything.
We do it every time, bro.
I know. We always do. All right, y'all. Listen, appreciate you for tapping in. Monday nights, cover 2. We'll be back next week. You can watch it on either channel. We're always live on both. Coach, as always, tons of fun. Chat, much love. Talk soon. Peace.